territory of the left river bank of Daugava is called Pārdaugava. Only in the end of 18th century did Pārdaugava officially become part of Riga. Up until that point, it was the location for several manors, peasant farms, and inns. Currently, approximately half of the Rigans are living in Pārdaugava, and the city is trying to modernize this part of Riga. One of the newest projects in Pārdaugava is the huge grey building on the Daugava river bank behind the railway bridge, the National Library of Latvia. The library was established in 2014 when Riga became the European capital of culture. The building project was developed by the Latvian-born architect living in the USA, Gunārs Birkats. This project, named the Castle of Light, is one of the most significant 21st century projects in Latvia. It includes deep philosophy and many symbols. For example, the banknote colors of the former Latvian currency, Lat, is commemorated in the library interior colors. The furniture is made of light Latvian birch, whereas the floors from Canadian maple. It is Canada where many Latvians found their second home when they were fleeing from the horrors of the Second World War. Whereas the People's Bookshelf winds through the building at a height of 5 stories, a bookshelf with more than 10,000 books. The books with personal entries were donated to the library by its readers and friends. We Latvians tend to say about ourselves that we are a very rich nation because every single one of us has at least one song. We even started our tour with a folk song about Riga, and all of these songs are stored in a special closet inside the National Library of Latvia. Altogether, the library has approximately 4 million units in storage, and it is opened for visitors every day. A beautiful view of the old Riga opens up from the reading rooms of the National Library of Latvia. Old Riga represents only 1/600th part of the modern-day Riga. However, it is here where there is a high concentration of the history of Riga, from its origins in the 13th century up to the contemporaneity. Of course, it only felt the best when walking on the romantic snow streets of the old town. However, only from afar can one perceive the overall image of it, which is dominated by church towers. The highest of them, with 3 galleries and domes, is the St. Peter's Church Tower, 123 meters. The tower has dedicated viewing platforms that can be accessed via an elevator. In good weather conditions, one can even see the sea from up there. Next, the white Lone Tower and the bell plate belong to the town hall. Unfortunately, the historical structure of the town hall square has seriously suffered during World War II and even was destroyed after the war. But now it has been restored and fits organically into the old Riga structure. Further forward, the sturdy clock tower with 1 gallery is the Dome Church Tower. The Riga Dome Cathedral is the biggest sacred structure in the Baltics and the most important evangelical Lutheran church in Latvia. The Riga Dome Cathedral can be proud of its organ. It was built in the second half of the 19th century in Germany. The organ has nearly 7,000 pipes, from 13 millimeters to 10 meters long, and it has 124 registers. This is truly one of the most beautiful and romantic organs and one of the rare historical instruments that still sounds the same way it did back in the 19th century. The main Catholic Church of Latvia is also located in Old Riga, St. Jacob's Church. It is the only one remaining with a Gothic-style tower spire. Two more churches are located at the Daugava riverside: Red Masonry Greek Anglican Church and the Light Our Lady of Sorrows Roman Catholic Church. In Latvia, the state is separate from the church. Approximately half of the population of the Republic of Latvia count themselves to one of the confessions. Most we have Lutherans, and then the next are Catholics and the Orthodox. By the way, there is also a synagogue in Old Riga that was built in the beginning of the 20th century and is the only one to have survived the Holocaust.